There are few storytelling traditions quite like cowboy poetry. Cowboy poetry is a delightful mix of cowboyness and storytelling and poetry that just is an absolute pleasure to listen to and has become one of my favorite storytelling traditions in recent months. And today I have a really fun little cowboy poem for you presented by Annie Eastmond, one half of the Harvest Home duo, who we saw back in our Christmas special. So I hope you will sit back, relax, and enjoy this delightful little cowboy poem.
My name's Annie Eastmond. I'm a storyteller and a musician, and I'm going to share a story poem by Bill Jones. But as a little background, cowboys don't like to be the cook. They'd rather be out on the range. So if you're assigned to be the cook, you're stuck being the cook until someone complains loud enough that they have to take over the job. And this story poem reminded me of that. Cooking ain't no easy job, if anyone should ask. And cooking for a cowboy crew is a downright thankless task. The grub is cold, the boys will say, or else there's too much salt. And any blame to pass around, you can bet it's all my fault. The eggs get broke, the biscuits burn, the griddle won't get hot, and try baking apple pie sometime when apples you ain't got. One day I fixed some French cuisine with fancy drinks and such. Them fellows held their bellies and moaned. They didn't like it all that much. And the boss, he held his plate aloft as if he'd fished it from a sewer. Them cowboys described my gourmet meal with a name that means manure. They hurt my pride, them cowboys did. I almost walked away. But then again, revenge is sweet. There'd be another day. The idea finally came to me in the middle of a funk. I'd make them ignorant cowboys pay. I'd feed them boys a skunk. So I found an old dead polecat a-laying in the road. I boiled it up one afternoon, threw in a horny toad. I piled their tin plates high that night, and much to my surprise, them dad-burned heathens ate it up. I couldn't believe my eyes. I tried to tell them more than once the whole thing was a joke, but they belched so contentedly and reared back for a smoke. Cookie, they said with delight, you finally learned to cook. Can I have your recipe? Did you find it in a book? Well, they didn't find out, and still haven't found out yet, that they'd been feasting on critters that ought not to be et. Yep, cooking is a real tough job. It ain't no easy life. But if my cooking you cannot eat, just be glad I ain't your wife.
The Story Ark is a production of Food for Thought Audio. This episode was written, produced, and edited by me, Kenny Mears. If you enjoyed today's content, be sure to check out Annie and Dan Eastman at harvesthomemusic.com, or you can also find a lot of our storytellers at utahstorytellingguild.website. They have been wonderful storytellers for us, so go give them some love. And if you want more storytelling and folklore content, including a lot of shorts and fun stuff like that, be sure to check out our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or wherever you listen to your podcast for more content. And until next time, thanks for listening.